Hello, everyone and no one, and welcome to another Rotten Movie Reviews. And with me, as always, is Tier Alexander. Tier, how you doing?
I'm doing great, my friend. Yourself?
Oh, not so bad. I just got to go and change some things around since other folks couldn't make it. So, wait, go up and grab. Should did more of this while I was watching the movie. So, move the film over. Then we gotta, take the El Blanco. We'll make him look better, but we'll make it look like he's attacking the film and not you.
Hi. Uh, I agree, Mr. Scott. This is probably one of my favorite Nick Cage movies that I've watched.
Yes, so today we are reviewing the 2006, I think. Was it 2000? No,
Uh,
2005. 2005 movie Lord of War, which is funny because so many people think that it's actually based off of where is it?
Fury about Victor Bout.
Yeah, the Victor, when it's actually an accumulation of like five different arms dealer stories.
Yeah, this shit is wild.
Yeah, it's an over dramatization. The real funny part about this movie was the fact that like no US studio would actually back it. Well, because they were working with actual gun runners for a lot of the movie.
Oh,
Like for one of the things when they had them driving down and there was that line of tanks, they quite literally had to contact NATO
mm-hmm.
because if they didn't, that's an actual military thing to where it could have had an actual real world implications.
Oof.
Yeah, so Yuri Orlov is a composite of five dealers or five arms dealers. So Nicolas Cage, obviously, fucking promo image of his entire face being made out of ammo is just mwah, in my opinion.
Yes.
In that,
Chef's fucking kiss.
like, a movie predominantly about guns, well, about arms running, but a lot about guns or dealing with guns, which is it's surprisingly not an action movie. Like, this is one of those few movies that has a lot of dark undertones that I just fucking love.
Mm-hmm.
And good God, just and then the cast as well. Like I know a lot of people don't like Ethan Hawke, but I think he played the fucking God damn it.
Yeah. Valentine.
No,
Jack
no.
Valentine.
Oh God, I always fucking forget the goddamn international police thing of what they're called.
Interpol.
Interpol. Jesus fuck yeah, you work with them more than I do. But I think he did well for who he was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Oh, I know a lot of people don't like Ethan Hawke because he's actually flat out came out and stated this is how I feed. It's like feed and provide for my family. So me not acting is me not provide making money to provide for my family.
Yes, he is a working actor.
Yes, and this is like
So
one of the earlier movies featuring Jared Leto, and one of the few movies I just really fucking like him in.
yeah, he isn't. Well, mind you, he wasn't in a lot of it.
Well,
So
okay, well, I'll put it this way: Jared Leto does very good as a side character. Because if I remember
yes,
correctly, he was also the one in Fight Club.
yes, he was. I think it was Babyface.
IDK,
In
should Canadians have an opinion on guns, especially a gun movie? We don't currently we don't have any Canadians on the panel.
nope.
Both of us are natural born Americans.
Yep.
Unless you, Mr. Scott, are Canadian, in which you can still have your own opinions on guns, just it's gotta fall more into the Canadian gun laws, which I honestly think are mega fucking cucked.
He was Angel Face. Yeah, for Fight Club.
Yeah. I think Jared Leto might be Canadian. But it's like, I don't care. And the dude who played freaking Simon, Ian Holm,
Oh
I can
yeah.
never remember what I've seen him in,
Oh
but
man, he's
that
the prestigious actor.
oh, he's a fucking phenomenal actor. He did play Bilbo though in the
God
Lord of the
rest his
Rings,
soul.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like he has done a lot and just him, he God gets in the fucking scene, steals the goddamn scene.
Yes.
kind of like Fincher.
Oh yes, from fucking Drive Angry.
Hmm.
Yes.
Oh, dude, then fucking Eamon Walker,
Hmm.
the one who played, Andre Baptiste Senior.
Yes.
That man's a good actor. He plays a really good villain.
Yes.
Oh yeah, okay. So going back into, because I'm getting fucking sidetracked about how so many people are, because I love this movie. It is not a child friendly movie, considering the fact there is a quite a bit of like child soldiers, child death. I mean, quite literally, when they have Baptiste Senior say, "Welcome to my Kalishnikov," it's like, "See my Kalishnikov children." He's just like, "They're children. They
Yeah.
shouldn't be in war," and he's just like, a bullet
Fuck
from a
if I
four
care.
a bullet from a 14-year-old is just as effective as a bullet from a 40-year-old, oftentimes more. Hey, what's up, Jen? What's up, Badger?
What up? As a matter of fact, they showed a child being killed in the opening credits. Life
Oh
of a
yeah,
bullet.
for life of a
Yeah.
bullet.
Mm-hmm.
That leaves that 1 in 12 people in the world is armed. Question is, how do we arm the other 11?
Yep.
So how was the movie?
Ah,
Amazing.
so
Hey,
Angela
Angela.
is here. 'Cause I didn't know if you were gonna be here. Have you seen this one before, Angela?
What was which movie?
Lord of War.
No, I don't think I have.
Ooh, you missed a
Oh
good
yeah,
one.
this one where
Bummer.
Nicolas Cage plays the arms dealer.
Uh
You missed a really good
Unfortunately I
one.
did not I have not seen it. Hopefully I'll get a chance to later.
Hmm.
I was in the middle of the adventures of Indiana Jones.
Yeah, it sounds like you were doing Ingy,
Indeed.
engines, an Indiana Jones
Infinite.
marathon.
Yep.
That's all right. I started watching the Bourne movies again earlier. I got to the first two,
Well, you know
but
what, Angela? I'm not gonna be angry at you for missing this one. I'm not going to insult you. This one I suggest you go and watch when you
yeah.
get the first chance
Oh,
you get.
oh yeah. Like if you can get a copy of it, even if it's like buying a used copy or borrowing it from a friend or something,
Yeah.
highly recommend. Not when you're going to sit down with the kiddos, though.
Oh fuck no, no, no. This is something only the adults should watch. This ain't one of this isn't a child friendly movie.
Hmm.
So not for my nephews, though I probably would have been able to watch it with my daughters when they were little.
Well, it depends on their age.
Yeah. Well, if they're old enough to understand that, what this is, then sure you can watch with them. But I don't think you should.
Yeah, this is a.
Let's
Go
put
ahead.
it this way. There's plenty that I saw that I probably shouldn't have when I was a kid that I could just ask my mom about and she'd explain it.
Um,
So my rules about what children should and shouldn't watch is a little different than other people.
I
understandable.
put it this way: if they're mature enough, they can deal with it and deal with it. Then it wouldn't be so bad. But this isn't actively something you're gonna be like, "Hey, kiddo, want to watch a movie?"
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. I will be honest, that's not gonna happen. Not from what I've heard.
Instead, I'm just gonna be like, "So, do you like gladiator movies?" I kid, I kid.
No, with my kids, it's more like, so, which shark movie do you want to watch? Deep Blue Sea or Jaws? Um,
A fucking shark ate me.
do you want to watch Nightmare on Elm Street for the fifth or sixth time?
But yeah, so this one, obviously, you have Nicolas Cage, as I said, Ethan Hawke, Jared Leto. You have Bridget. I cannot pronounce. Moynahan? Moynahan.
Moyhahan.
No, Moynahan.
Moyahan.
Moynihan.
Moynahan. And she's been in quite a bit as well. They just had fucking. It's that whole weird thing of like the 90s and the 2000s just had people roll up together. And I still say, even though Jared Leto is not the best actor, I think
This
like
is the
that
worst.
this is not his worst movie. His worst movie was him being in the Suicide Squad playing the Joker when they should have had him be someone like mind fucked into thinking they were the Joker.
No. His worst is Mobius. Is Morbius? Yes. He should
Yeah,
have
but
been
that
Morbius.
wasn't his fault, I don't think. I think that was a script issue.
No, I think it was just a him issue.
I actually
No,
think
that
majority of that
script
was
was dog shit.
I think that was script and director.
I didn't know he was one of the singers in 30 Seconds to Mars.
Yeah, he's the lead singer.
Huh. I didn't know that. I'm not a big Jared Leto fan, so
Oh, Jared Leto is a fucking weird dude when it comes to a lot of things.
He's not
yeah,
a bad actor. He's a little too method. Like, he should not.
yeah.
Yes, but
They were saying he went a little too
yeah.
crazy on fucking Joker.
Yeah.
But here you go, Angela. Ian Holm does play a character in here for a bit.
Ian Holm?
Yes.
Oh, I love him.
And you forgot a title. It's Sir Ian Holmes.
Sir, yes, I know. I was so sad when he died.
Yes.
But yes, he does play an arms dealer as well.
Oh. Then I
Plus,
think I'm glad I missed it.
if you like Iman Walker. Pretty sure I'm saying that right.
I would need. I don't recognize the name. I would need a role.
It'll bring um
I would
LBJ.
need a role or a movie.
Have you ever seen the one I know of him the most is Blood and Bone?
Have you ever seen the movie? I think it was in Lost. Maybe sure.
The TV show Lost?
Yes, if I'm not mistaken.
He was in an Unbreakable as the Doctor, Dr. Matheson.
No, he wasn't in Lost. Chris Boyd was in it.
Why don't I do?
That's not can thank you song.
Hold on 1 second. You said this movie's called Lord of War?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm going to look up the cast.
For him,
Oh,
you're gonna
I know that guy. Okay.
I see. You're gonna have to put him in like the full thing. Apparently, he's on Chicago Fire as well.
Sutherland.
Huh?
Donald Sutherland played Colonel Oliver.
Oh, yeah, the voice because they never show his face.
It's hey, Ethan Hawke.
Yep.
Ethan Hawke, man.
Oh, that's Bridget Moynihan. Okay.
Yeah, this is the movie that was supposed. Everyone thinks is about the since it was largely based on Victor Antolovich. It's actually it's actually about 5 different people put up, or it's like a culmination. It's just mostly based on his.
Again, I love that. He goes, this is what's going to happen. Someone that outranks you is going to come in. He's going to knock on the door. He's going to congratulate you on catching me. He's going to offer you a promotion, and then he's going to let me go.
And he's like, you're going to tell you should be awarded, and then he's going to tell you to let me go.
And he goes because
probably exactly what happened too.
It is. It really is. And he goes because you see those guys. I also supply weapons to their enemies.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you to go to hell, but you're already living it. Like damn. Like don't get me wrong. I like Ethan. I wish they would show more Ethan Hawke's character. You know, the cat and mouse between him and Yuri. But it is what it is. And how the fuck did he not have a cross shredder?
Because when this movie was what it's based in is like the early 90s predominantly.
I guess four cross drivers existed. What's the word before?
Yeah, because when he sells the the Glocks, those are Gen 2 because the scene takes place in 1989.
Yeah, cross drivers existed. Cross touch drivers, 1959.
Because it's not something everyone's gonna get.
Understandable. Again, like you said, he has a fireplace. Why not just
Yeah.
toss it in the fire? Why not spread the paper and then toss it into the fire?
Well, with where they live, they might have had a gas one. And later, Mr. Scott.
Steven Scott.
Yeah, this is a movie I highly recommend. I still love because like the way they portray Ethan Hawke's characters, he is a very by the book. When he gets someone, he's not gonna like do the whole thing to where he's the badass cop that will go through and bend the rules to catch his plausibly even break some of the rules to get his man. No, like it's got to be caught by the book.
He is that one sheriff in town that refuses to be corrupted, that will fucking, letter of the law.
The one that ends up getting fucked because he's so straight laced.
I got
To a
one
point.
better. He is Inspector Javert. Like eventually it's gonna fucking cost him. Like it is going
because I hated Javert.
And like where Javert was like dogged in his pursuit and he refused to break the rules. That's what Ethan Hawke's Jack Valentine is. He's dogged in his pursuit and he refuses to break the rules.
Yeah. I still just love the fact of him having the whole freaking the helicopter scene where he's like, "Oh no, this one's going to this place to do goodwill missions."
Yeah, humanitarian aid.
It's humanitarian aid. Oh, and they're going to a different things. He's like, and by the letter of the law, you and I both know this is a bullshit thing. It's like, yes, but I also know you're not one to do. He's like, to go on strictly suspicion. He's just like, God damn it.
I have to say that this actually sounds like something where I would have hated everybody.
Oh, no.
So it might be a good thing that I didn't watch this.
Well, okay. Well, to bring it up again, it's like, again, it's arms dealers, and you're not really meant to like anyone.
Yes, you are.
Like I said at the beginning of this thing, like, this had no actual American studio backing. All of it was done internationally. That's how all the finance was done for it.
Well, probably America didn't want people hearing what was going on.
I mean, it was distributed in America, so
yeah,
can't be that.
Well, yeah, you can't turn around, and especially if it won anything at major awards, things like say the Cannes Film Festival and things like that.
Well, no studio. Well, that's the thing. Is like
only do so much to keep film from getting out.
Oh, it's okay for the shit Hollywood's put out. Hollywood has put out shit way worse than this. It's been based in reality, and I don't mean worse as in like, oh, this was filmed badly or something like that. No, I mean like documentaries on things that got widely distributed and whatnot. And it's the whole thing for this. It's not meant to be that you think Yuri is a good person.
Well, because he fucking isn't.
Yeah, like this, like Valentine's the one you're supposed to root for the fact that he's the Boy Scout for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
He's the hero. He does the right thing because it's the right thing to do, and he's not going to sully himself. He's not like an anti-hero where they do the right thing, but they don't go about it the right way.
Okay.
Because at one point they have one of the other Interpol guys basically threatens, like, puts a machete to Nicolas Cage's throat, and is like, we could kill him right here. A lot of people go missing in Africa.
And they go,
And he's
yeah,
like,
no, we can't
no,
do
we
it.
can't do that. And he's like, no one would know. He's like, we would.
And that saved his life.
Yeah, like majority of the cast you're not meant to like as people. The real funny thing as well is those when the tanks are all lined up, those were actually tanks owned by real or by an actual arms dealer. And had to have them back because he was selling them to another country. The really funny thing is they actually used real. Apparently, they used a real stockpile of over 3,000 AK-47s
Dang.
because it was cheaper than getting prop guns.
God damn.
Well, you have to remember, other than the quite parts of it, a lot of what his sales were not in the U.S.
Yeah. Green Badger said it best. Ethan Hawke's character is really the only good guy. Well, the wife and the son, they're meant to be like,
Yeah.
yo, Mitch.
Well, the son's meant to be innocent.
Yes.
And then the wife
Yeah.
is basically, just like the parents were. They're not bad people. They just ignored it.
Yeah. Well, when they found out, they like the mom was like, "Yo, both my sons are dead."
Yeah. Well, that's after the younger brother gets killed.
Yeah. And he had a crisis of conscience, and that's what killed him.
Yeah, once he finally got clean, that's when he had that crisis of conscience.
And I love how casually Yuri picks up. So during that scene, Angela, he throws grenades into one of the trucks with all the guns, and he has another grenade, and he pulls it out, and he with his last of his strength pulls it out, and he tries to, and Nicolas Cage character just calmly takes it out of his hand and puts the pin back in.
And then tosses it to the warlord.
Yep.
Oh,
And the
wow.
and the warlord takes it because he's supposed to pay him in diamonds. He goes with his machete and like only half.
Well, yeah, because since he brought half the guns, he was still entitled to half the spoils.
Yep.
Like, and even though, yes, they were going to go commit an atrocity, which, again, is putting it up there that you're like a lot of arms dealers are not good people. Like, it's not meant to glorify them.
I didn't
Oh no. Shit.
arms dealers are not good.
Fucking what's his face? Uh, Andre. The John Batiste.
Mhm.
He was a fucking insane. He was a monster.
Oh, yeah. He was actually loosely based on a famous warlord and ex-leader of Liberia, Charles Taylor.
That motherfucker was crazy.
Yep.
As he was nuttier than squirrel shit.
Mm-hmm. Although I did love the little scene
No,
where
most of the warlords over there.
his
Well,
son,
no, his son was nutty.
his son looks at me. He's just like, "Can you get me the gun of Rambo, part 1, 2, or 3?" I've only seen one. Ah, the M60.
And
Wow.
he was a fucking loose cannon.
Oh, holy shit! That would have changed things a lot.
What?
Monica Bellucci was supposed to be Ava originally.
Who the hell is Monica Bellucci?
She played Persephone in the Matrix movies.
Oh!
If you also saw Shoot 'Em Up, she played the whore that could also double as a milkmaid. Or the prostitute.
Managed to name a bunch of movies that I saw the first Matrix.
She's in the second
I
and the
didn't
third.
like.
She's in Revolutions.
She's in the second and third movie.
I didn't like the first
No,
one.
she's in Reloaded.
Watch the second, not third.
No,
one.
she's in both the second and the third movie tier. She's only in part of the scene because when they go into the weird ass bondage club thing and fucking Trinity is threatening the Merovingi with a gun, she's like, she'll kill us. Like she'll do it. She'll kill each one of us if she has to. She's in love. I can tell you this because I just recently watched them as well, and I'm also on her
But now
IMDb.
I don't.
Well, it's like you keep trying. No, she's only in the second. It's like no, she's in all three.
No, because I was saying
Or
Revolutions.
she's in
They're
the
like,
second
no,
too,
Revolutions is the third one,
but she's
and
in that
that's why I
one as
said
well.
Reloaded. No. I wasn't saying she wasn't in it. I was saying I misnamed the movie.
Well, that's what I was saying. She's in both of those, though.
Yeah.
Apparently, she was also in Tears of the Sun.
Really?
She was in the Twin Peaks TV show for a bit. At least
I saw that.
Oh, she was in The Sorcerer's Apprentice. She was Veronica, the chick that got possessed by the witch.
Okay.
Cage's love interest.
Okay. Yet another movie she was almost on with Nicolas Cage.
Mm-hmm. Yep, Tears of the Sun.
Okay, I know.
I mean, The Matrix, for when it came to their clothes, especially for all three of the movies, they definitely got her clothes that accentuated her rack.
Oh yeah. He's Greenberg bring up another great line in that movie. Can't sell this now.
It's a used gun.
That's where I saw her. Oh, I saw both of those.
I can play you in Timber or
Passion
Stones.
of the Christ and Dracula. Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Rotn. I can pay you in Timber or Stones.
Yeah. Well, obviously, I'll take the Stones. A little hard to get a tree into my carry-on.
Well,
I don't think it would be the whole tree, but okay.
What's another good scene? There's a lot of great scenes in this movie. Oh, I completely called the car going boom.
Yeah.
like the moment he started talking about the car. Yeah.
Apparently, some people really got in touch with their inner Irish IRA.
Ha!
Ah!
Now, what if he got in touch with their inner mobster?
Huh?
Their inner mobster? Car bombs? Mob?
Most people know it more for the IRA than
For the IRA, thanks.
Than like an inner mobster.
Fine. Waste my immature on you people.
Besides, you're talking about my people. Don't take away our thing. That's cultural appropriation, dude.
Oh no! Forgive me for appropriating bomb culture. I'm still hunting your Juco, goddamn! You gotta stop picking these people.
The only part in this movie that, because of how they did stick to very big realism, they did commit this traditional Hollywood thing for a gunfight, is early on when he goes into the restaurant and the two guys have like the AK pistols that they're shooting at the table, and they do show it pierce the table, but other parts of the table it didn't pierce. It's like, that's not how wooden tables work, and a 7.62 by 39 would just shred that table.
I like that they had to sort the brown.
Yeah.
Dumb thing to call it though.
Well, they called it brown because it's a mixture of black powder, not black powder, but gunpowder and cocaine. And when you mix the black and white together, it can make it a bit brownish.
Okay. But that movie is fucking awesome. It's a lot. It's one of the better ones I've seen of his.
You guys had fun.
Yeah. Oh shit. The mechanic You know who that was? The one who pulled the. That's Nicolas Cage's son.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, I saw that in the cast list.
Yep. He also gets to hold AK on the Interpol guys. Yeah, this movie has a metric fuck ton of good lines. It
Yeah.
also has a metric fuck ton of over dramatization.
Yes. The problem with when armed dealers go to war, there's no shortage of ammunition. That's what he gets for snubbing him in the beginning.
Yep. Well, the only difference between he's like, I wasn't good enough for you then. I'm still the same guy and not good enough for you now.
You know. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because like
Man.
it's just a weird fucking thing for how they go about it. Then seeing them like, God, what was it? He's like, what would take it's like a Union cargo loaders all day to do, a bunch of malnourished Africans did in 10 minutes of
Oh shit!
unloading a plane.
I got one better for you. Them painting the Christoph, renaming it the fucking
The Kono,
Kona. Yeah. I don't have a
which
Belgian. I have a French flag.
which is apparently the Kono is actually a place. It's a diamond rich area in the Sierra Leone,
Yeah.
named after the tribe that lives there.
I don't have a French.
You know,
flag.
it still does suck for how much. Well, dude, the area in Sierra Leone to where they were going through with Baptiste and Liberia and whatnot was actually more French speaking than English.
Ah,
Yeah, Sierra
Exponentially more
Leone
French.
is a French
was a
is
French
their
colony.
Yeah.
um main language.
And then we can't forget the person that Cage's character was predominantly based on, not entirely based on, but still loosely, was the one they did swap for fucking Brittany Griner for
Uh,
reasons.
worst swap. I think we'd have left it there. Like she should stay.
Now,
Um,
good.
I was gonna just veer away from the political.
Yeah.
No, that was just one of those things I was going to say in there. The other funny thing is, the first hotel they show him stay at when he's in Africa. The two guys that are watching TV, do you know what they're watching?
No, what?
What?
The O.J. Simpson murder trial.
Oh yeah.
That
And they're
was
talking about
my
how.
mom. That was the year my mom and her last husband got married. Because the OJ verdict came out the day of their wedding. They got married at the Justice of the Peace. They rushed the whole thing because they wanted to be back in the car to hear the verdict.
Wow.
Yeah. I was like, you two are a perfect couple because you're both nuts.
Oh, and to keep with the whole thing of that, since they're from, the main character is from Odessa, Ukraine, and the Life of a Bullet, it's stamped Odessa, Ukraine.
Hmm.
Well, the box is because that's where they have that little whole thing there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a fun movie, but it's also fucking weird. And like we said, that's that whole thing that it is not meant to be.
It's not a family film.
Yeah, it's not really
Yeah,
a
it's not
family
a
film,
film.
and it's not meant to. It's like it's one of those things where no one, the very few are the main characters are not good people.
There are no good. There's only one good guy in this, and he gets shafted in the end.
Oh.
He does.
Yeah,
He gets fucked in the end. Like
I
he
understood
passed.
what you meant. You
he has his prize,
Tyr,
and
you can stop now. You don't need to keep going. We
I
understand.
don't. I got one more if you want it.
Cheer.
I love you.
Remember that thing about eating a joke to death?
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Here's something that's kind
It
of
still
funny.
has a little breath. Sorry.
The guy who was playing, the guy who plays Baptiste Senior is approximately 17 years older than the one who played his son.
So he could have been his father. Oh.
For the way the character was, it's highly unlikely, considering the fact as it was put, or not put it there, but as it was told in the story that he was educated in an American college. So unless he knocked up someone over there, or it's like someone in the States and then brought them back.
Yeah, it's highly unlikely. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
How the hell is Jared Leto an Oscar winner?
He won for Dallas Buyers Club.
Never seen it.
Supporting actor.
It was a movie about
Car salesman.
how they used to have to a bunch of people who lived at the border who had AIDS were actually going down to Mexico to get treated
Hmm.
because the only thing the states would do for them was AZT, which was killing them.
Well, it's just like then you had Ian Holm, and like I can kind of understand how Ethan Hawke hasn't won one, considering he's not the biggest favorite since he's a working actor. But Ian Holm is just an Oscar nominee. Like X fucking excuse me.
Yeah, what was he nominated for?
I have no idea. It doesn't say on that one.
It's not going to be my favorite Ian Holm.
Oh no, and you're definitely not gonna like the character he plays, but he plays it fucking well.
What movie?
Well, I don't like the character Ian Holm plays in my favorite Ian Holm movie either. My favorite Ian Holm movie is From Hell, and I hated his character in that one. But
I do like how in this movie it did have something that a lot of people forgot of how communists and it's like of how like communists and fascists are actually different. I sold communist bullets to fascists.
Can't
I sold Israeli weapons to Muslims.
really sell the pacifists. They're not. They're not repeat buyers.
I sell the leftists, rightists.
well, pacifists, if they are buying a weapon, it's usually to off themselves.
Yeah, I do like he had the two sales pitches. I did like how there was a dig at the first Die Hard movie in this one.
Really?
Yes, when he's talking about T Senior before the used gun remark, he brings up the Glock of how it's got a polymer frame and everything, and some people think that could get you through airport security without as much hassle, which he would not recommend. Considering the fact the bullets are still metal, the barrel's still metal, all of the like majority of the slide components are. A lot of parts it's like there's even quite a few parts in the frame they're metal. Like it's just not going to happen. But then he had the whole thing for the first sale about the micro Uzis. Then saying that he's got the suppressor for him, that you could unload an entire magazine into him, and the person in the room next door wouldn't know. It's like, maybe if they had the TV up at full volume.
Yeah,
And they were trying not to hear it.
that doesn't sound right.
It's that whole thing. There's always been misconceptions to people about what suppressors can do. Although I do love how he looks directly at for the helicopter scene. The, the Interpol agent seems like, oh, the new MP5. Would you like a suppressor for that?
So,
I was totally expecting fucking Ethan Hawke's character to punch him at some point during that whole exchange.
Yeah. Instead, the only people who get violent on him are like when he gets like super fucked up from the brown and drinking and running with
Yeah,
two guys that have an AK, and he's like, they normally don't do that. Here, let me see it. I might be able to fix it.
and they punch him.
Oh, he fucking butt strokes him with that one.
Oh shit!
From the looks of it. Because both of them had a full on rifle. Just there was a quite a big use of like the underfolding stock or stuff kind of without a stock.
Oh, I got one for you, right? All right. What did you think killed um John Baptiste Jr.? The crowbar or the explosion?
Oh, it was the explosion.
I think it was the crowbar.
No,
He,
it could have
he goes
been,
down like a second.
but it
But
well, he took it directly to the dome. Like that's going to take down a lot of people.
like, that looked like a kill shot to me. But hey, I could be wrong. But the explosion did. If he was alive, the explosion surely did fucking finish him off.
Yep, concussive force.
And he was really at point blank range. He was in
Hmm.
the fucking epicenter. So he got hit
And
when he was
then
firing all the bullets.
the only other thing they got wrong on this is when he's
Mm-hmm.
doing the whole amalgamation of forged steel and plywood.
Mm-hmm.
Majority of AK-47s aren't forged steel; they're stamped steel. Because well, it's that whole thing they had to go through and figure out a way to simplify manufacturing. Like my favorite one of all that, that's actually an American one, is when they went from the M1A1 Thompson to the M3A1 grease gun. They skipped the M2 because they developed the grease gun basically the same time frame,
Fucking know I
so
keep going in and out.
it didn't really fall into it. And at the time frame
Okay.
during World War II, and okay,
well,
can you hear me, Jer?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, so the time frame of World War II, it costs roughly $200 per unit to build an M1A1 Thompson.
Wow.
Guess how much it cost for them to build the M3A1 grease gun?
How much?
$15.
The fuck.
Yeah, that's why once you start getting later on to a lot of world or wars and whatnot, a lot of weapons stop looking elegant because they stop going for style and start going for the easiest of manufacturing.
Mm-hmm.
So
well, you
yeah,
want to make sure that you're armed well.
yeah, because you want to make it so that way you can many different companies can manufacture arms potentially, and that's
Man.
predominantly because, as we've seen in several different wars, you'll have random companies doing that whole thing. Considering the fact, like the one responsible for the 30 millimeter Gatling gun that goes on the A10
Mm-hmm.
is General Electric.
What BG said, it is shocking how little it takes to kill someone. And in the same token, it is shocking what people can survive as well.
Oh yeah,
Like, uh, I cannot disagree with that statement. I mean, it's still, I still think it was the crowbar. God damn it, just do it again.
Well, what killed him is kind of irrelevant since it wasn't into that.
I hate Discord.
Yeah,
But yeah,
it has a couple of issues.
but yeah,
Well,
you're right. It
definitely
is kind of
going to
relevant.
be having them tonight.
I'm just glad it's finally not have. It's like for some odd reason when I'm doing it, it's less likely to have that thing to where I'm getting terrible ping for the voice connected thing. And
Mm-hmm.
sometime and like a couple of times I've gone on the tier when he's on Monday, it fucking just drops dramatically, and that's why it's like I'm like, are you guys there? Is my internet fucking up? And it's like, no, my internet's not fucking up. Discord's just being retarded.
Yeah, Discord is fucking insane. It'll go, hey, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. No, no, no.
But it's only happening when you're on tiers.
More often than not.
Weird.
Maybe it doesn't like it doesn't like my it doesn't like my show.
I don't know. But I really don't have much else to say for this movie. If you've never seen it, I highly recommend it. It's 2 hours of your life that's I don't think you'll regret. I mean, it's not like I'm telling you to go watch 8 millimeter.
Or Time to Kill.
Oh,
I'm still pissed about that, Angela.
you can continue to be pissed about that. I'm kind of
Well,
bummed I missed
I
this
mean,
one.
at least with this one, quite literally, even though it was me and Tier, we still had like a good 40 minutes worth of material of just gushing over the movie.
Oh, you know what? I really I got a gripe. I got one gripe. I really fucking wish he did not have it. He had an accent in this one. He should have spoke just like his father. It'd have been
Well,
nice if he had an accent.
it kind of falls into that whole thing of, like he says, he's originally from Ukraine, but then he came there as a child. So
Yeah, he
it's
picked up
highly
American
unlikely
sounds.
he'd have picked up more of an American accent since he was a child.
Man.
Man.
In your DNS?
Oh,
Okay, yeah, I don't know a lot of the technical terms and whatnot, BG. I'm a mostly functioning idiot.
I'm a complete utter retard. I'm
So I
black.
guess with that we can take the grab lead will make him small, then bring him here. Nope. We'll move Tyr back over and we'll bring Angela back up. Just nope. Stop.
Was there no Sunday show?
Hmm?
I was looking at the mains channel so I can do know what number to put for my
I'm not saying anything. Kefki might not have been feeling up to it.
No, I'm not seeing anything. I guess so. I'm guess I'm 88, 388. All right. I hope Capitals is okay.
Well, I can't say anything about this movie, but I can say if you decide to do a rewatch of the Indiana Jones movies, you'll have a good time.
Oh, I still say you can most likely have a pretty good time with this movie.
I didn't
It's all
watch
three Indiana Jones
so I
movies I acknowledge.
I didn't want to see this movie, so I can't say that and actually know that I'm being honest.
But otherwise, I think we'll do this one as a shorter one just because it's a fun movie. To an extent, you got to kind of have a bit more of a morbid sense of humor for quite a few things because obviously it's, you know, a merchant of death, you know,
Yeah.
because they're hunting for a witch. It's called a witch
And,
hunt. I
and
like
of
my way
course,
better.
Mhm.
Rotn is going to have a good time with it because he gets to talk gun.
I mean, I ain't getting to the full thing for the guns, other than a quaint few things. Just it's a
I
funner
wasn't
movie. Yeah.
I wasn't
You are
complaining.
Lord of War, my friend.
It is
It's
literally a movie designed to let you talk gun.
For the most part, yeah.
you are a Lord of War, my friend. It's Warlord.
No, he
I like my
says
way better.
he goes. He's like, oh, run me. They call me a Lord of War, but I truly think that is you. It's pronounced Warlord. I like my way better.
Mhm. Do,
Uh,
do, 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 do,
but
do.
we're gonna get out of here just because again, fun movie. So, though Angela didn't see it, I do recommend it. I still love the poster art of the fact that Nicolas Cage's entire face is made out of bullets. Well, not just bullets, but the entire what's called a bullet, even though it's everything. The projectile, the
Ammunition.
casing, and the pew pew powder. It would be a bath of blood. Bloodbath.
Above that. It'll be out of
But
body experience.
Tier, since you hadn't seen this one before, other than the fact that the copy I had did need some subtitles, what do you think?
Fucking loved it. 10 out of 10, totally recommend.
Yep, there's a lot of people that for Nick Cage movies, this is in their top 5, if not top 10. Quite a few, it's top 5 though.
I would recommend this one.
Yeah, and Green Badger cartridges always technically would be, but colloquialisms of what people say and everything. So yes, Angela, I definitely recommend. Um, Otherwise, you gotta have Tier tomorrow on his doing the Minions.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll have that Thursday show, and were you be on Mr. Adams on Monday, Angela?
I will most likely be late if I'm able to show up.
Ah,
It's my nephew's birthday party, so
ah,
I have to wait until we're back home to be able to stream.
Sometimes you just gotta take the day off, stuff and whatnot.
Hmm.
Like quite literally, if it wouldn't have been to go do a little bit of grocery shopping, I wouldn't have even left my apartment this entire weekend. Well, I was worn the hell out yesterday. Woke up a lot better today, but was just like, I'll do my
Yeah,
breaks
I know
next
what
week. They're not bad enough that it's like I'm in danger.
I'm in danger.
I'm in danger? No,
No, they're
that
just
isn't something to laugh about. Thank you.
no. He's making the Simpsons reference of Ralph Wiggum.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But next week will be a Talking to the Void, and there's obviously Tears Midnight Show. Completely forgot about that one for a second.
Yep, it's a musical episode.
Yep, we got Kiever Dam. Well, he's got Kiever Dam on there. But the following in 2 weeks will be The Weatherman, where Nicolas Cage plays a Chicago weatherman separated from his wife and children, debating whether professional or personal success are mutually exclusive. Not always. But we're going to get out of here. Thanks everyone for stopping by. Uh, Once I'm done, I'm going to use the restroom and go catch up on Ranting Monkey, I guess.
Okay.
He's been about.
I mean, he's got a stream going on currently, and he did one earlier.
That's
Yep,
what I meant when I said he's been about.
he's been on a tear today.
Well, there was a lot of information for that.
I'm not complaining. I'm not saying anything.
I mean, with what happens, it does make it a little. With what's coming, the whole thing does make, well, since we had a movie on guns, make me a little leery of what people might, or some of them might try for gun rights in that. But we're gonna get out of here. Have a good week, everyone. Definitely recommend this movie if you've never seen it. I'm pretty sure you can probably pick it up on Amazon for like dirt fucking cheap.
Be safe.
Probably.
Scary out there.
Don't Don't be an idiot. If you can avoid it, or at least be an endearing idiot.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
That doesn't narrow it down. All right, later, everyone.
Later.
Hey, thanks for tuning in. Join us again next week, or you can check out the other people in the panel in the description and see us again plausibly on one of their channels, or just check out what work they've done. Have a good week, everyone.